Hey everyone, today's video is about doing this little demo of Lord Ganesha, so stay tuned. For the purpose of this video, I'm using titanium white, cobalt teal and dioxazine purple and chrome green light on limited basis. So it's a simple palette and there is hardly any red. So here you can see I'm doing this drawing with the cobalt teal alone, and I'll be using some blue, and that blue will be mixed using cobalt teal and dioxazine purple. Here I'm mapping it out, and this is just an abstracted Ganesh. Sorry to cut the flow of your video, but this is an announcement post that I run realistic oil painting classes online. So if you wish to learn how to paint high realism without paying too much, then you can contact me on Instagram. So let's continue with the video. So it's no big deal. It's just visually mapping from a sculpture that we bought recently, and it's a very small one. But the interpretation from that is mine, and I didn't want it to be too detailed or anything. I just want to keep this in my studio, and looks really beautiful. So here I'm using turquoise for lighter tones, and I'm also indicating the blue tones for the shadows on top of that. And blue is, as I've mentioned earlier, obtained through mixing dioxazine purple and turquoise. It's a beautiful blue. And here again you can see that I am also using the painted dark ground to indicate the shadows, which I will reinforce later, but here I'm covering it up very quickly. Now it's more or less covered, and you can see that I have mixed a very dark color, and I had some burnt sienna and left over, so I'm mixing it up with the violet. Overall is just to make the studio a little bit more peaceful and powerful. Noticeable factor is that in this painting there's hardly any warm colors, and I'll be using the warmth of the turquoise. You heard it right, the warmth of the turquoise as the warm color, and blue will be the cool color, and that's how we are going to determine the pictures visual sensibilities. And here the proportions look a little wonky, but which I will fix a little later. Here I'm blending the blues with the turquoise, and eventually I'll get to highlighting. I'm indicating the shadows wherever it goes, and you can see the blackish color has been again put. I'm trying to create some sort of a semi-realistic abstract thing as a copy of the sculpture itself, but also there is some inherent realism to it that I do not wish to ignore. And here I'm trying to lighten the left hand side a little bit, and you can see the colors are now popping a little bit more. Here is the abstracted hand of Ganesha. So I'm paying greater attention to the shapes now, the fullness of it. So after this layer we'll be dealing with the highlights so that we get a clear idea what we are dealing with, and in the end we will do the error correction. So at present I am just checking wherever there is some problem in terms of values as well as shapes, and then we will deal with the final colors. Now in here you will notice that I'm mixing some amount of that yellow green color into the turquoise, but I'm retaining the turquoiseness of this, and here I'm creating the dents, and you will notice that this is a blue Ganesh. So according to the scriptures it has got one tooth, so it is quite interesting to make. And the sculpture was also done in that way. Now here you can see that I'm putting down the highlights, but I'm not putting the straight whites. I'm indicating where the highlights should be put, and I'm preparing the ground in that sense. And after that I will put the whites, so it'll be clearer. So, and lot of layers have been put, and here's the eye that have been done, and here are some more highlights. And on the right hand side of the base, we will make it a bit more correct. And here I figured out that this leg is not correct, so I rectified that, and in increasing more tones, slight amount of that greenishness or yellowness. And I'm trying to create some sort of naturalness in this strange looking sculpture, but it's very beautiful looking with this particular color, and very peaceful indeed. So here are some shadows. I'll be adjusting that. This piece did not take me more than an hour, so it's quite rough the way I have painted it, but it was quite enjoyable, as you can see. And I'll create some reflections here and merge the base a little with the reflection, and you will see the final result very soon. There are some fine tunings here and there, and there will be some shadow rectifications and then the final highlights as well. Looks quite nice, I think. Mostly, indicating the shadows and connecting them is the biggest job. Here is some indication of the eye and some highlight reinforcements. Now it looks quite natural. And rectification is the only process that is now left. Whenever you think there's something terribly wrong, you can correct it. I do request you to like and subscribe to this channel so that you get notified for more informative videos about how to do oil painting and many more. I focus on classical as well as romantic landscapes, as well as portraits, and also sometimes these little still lifes. And here I'm making the background dark. So if you like this video, then please click the like button and also subscribe, and remember to click the bell icon so that you get notified. If you wish to see my other paintings, then please go to my website kaustavmukherjeefineart.com. I thank you very much for your time. Take care.